Hello everyone, it is Public Studs and welcome back to our top 10 minifigure series. Now we are nearing towards the end of this with our special one. This one is very exciting and it is The Last Jedi. While not a great movie, it certainly had some of the better sequel sets out of the entire sequel trilogy, as well as some great sequel figures. So with that said, I am going to ask you all to subscribe. Also, remember to check out Studs Plus. Now, Studs Plus, obviously, you get loads of exclusive content, as well as a series on how to grow a LEGO YouTube channel, and much more. I'll leave a link down in the description for only $5 a month. It's really a great program, and we have so much new content coming on there really soon, and let's get right into the video. So, starting off with our number 10 character, this is Admiral Emmitt. Now, Admiral Emmitt, he is this, general or admiral, obviously, from the Resistance. He was in, I believe, Force Awakens, as well as this movie. Fun fact about him, sadly, his actor passed away, I think, of COVID last year, which is obviously very sad. That was early on. This came out back in 2018 in the Ski Speeder set, the Assault on Crate set, the one with the Ski Speeder, and I thought this figure was great. Obviously the leg printing's nice. I really like the way they did the torso printing. You see his markings for his, significant rank. And I also love the way they did the head print. It kind of reminds me of Lor San Tekka. You always get these characters, like him, Lor San Tekka. You also got the Admiral, his name is blanking on me, that came out earlier this year. The General Dodonna, which is all very nice. He came in one set, so he's pretty darn exclusive, and I really like him a lot. Next up, we have the First Order Executioner. Now, these guys came out in a battle pack, a First Order battle pack, back in 2018. Now, they were prominent in Episode 8, The Last Jedi. They were there for a few minutes. They didn't do much. They, cut Rose's hair or something. I do like these guys because they were, the first way to get the new Stormtrooper, design with the thinner mouth in an easy way, even though, they're more, unique. And I just think it was a perfect battle pack you could get, 2 of. You didn't need a crazy amount. Because you only saw 2 in the entire movie. And I think they did it really nice. It looks really clean. I really like the black on white. They did a really good job with it. And, the design for the Star Wars team did a great job. And I think LEGO, interpreted it very well in the LEGO Star Wars. Now, next up, I have just a whole group of them. And I'm just going to put it all right out there. But it is the Resistance Bomber Pilots. Now, I'm not going to choose anyone specifically. And I probably would individually have them higher or lower. But overall, they are a really interesting line of figures. You got these really nice helmets. They overly detailed, insane-looking orange torso pieces. There was actually a controversy, or not even controversy, this weird situation over one where a figure was supposed to be re-released in the set. I believe his name is Finch Dallo. You also got Paige Tico and all those. But Finch Dallo, if you want this specific Resistance pilot, I learned this the other day. He's going for around $300 on Bricklike, minimum. Minimum you're going to be paying for this character is $300, which is insane. Obviously his actor got it, one, and it's a really, really rare figure, which I find kind of neat. And it's one of those weird things, they switched around the box art, they switched around everything, and I think that's really neat. Now let's move into number 7. Now at number 7, we have Kylo Ren. Now this came out back in 2017. I believe this came out in Kylo Ren's Starfighter. Don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. I do like this figure a lot. This one has the cape, the one I'm showing, just because I think it looks better with the cape than without. You get the nice scar. That scar is kind of moving around throughout the whole, the 2 movies. It just kind of, changes. But, they did nice with the torso printing and leg printing, obviously. The head printing looks nice. The hair is all great. There's not much else to say about him, so let's move into number 6. Now, number 6, we have one I actually really like, and this is Captain Poe Dameron. Now, he came out back in 2018, the same set as Emma in the Assault on Crate set. The reason I obviously like this one, the jacket and head printing are all nice and dandy, but the real attraction here is the headpiece. Now, it is basically black hair, but built in, or it's Poe's hair, built in is a headset, and I love that. I use that for my clone troopers sometime, and I think I totally recommend that. That's also Admiral Dailies for those who follow my Rico LEGO Star Wars story thing. But yeah, I think it looks really cool. I really do like the figure. I think the headset is fantastic. And yeah, now let's move into number 5. Number 5 is super detailed, kind of underrated one. It came in one of the books back in 2019, but it is Finn in his Bacta suit. So you remember at the beginning of Episode 8, The Last Jedi, you see Finn, chilling and sleeping in the Bacta suit. And he even has his eyes closed in this, so you could like have him use the Force, or you could put his face in another character. But yeah, so and he looks surprised. I just like this figure all around. I like the way they did it. With the back to suit. I don't know what else to say about it other than that. They had great back printing, great front printing. I think they should have done leg printing for this one. But hey, it's neat either way. Let's move into number 4. Number 4, we just have a wide variety. I'm going to cover a few under one roof. But this is the Praetorian Guards. Now this encompasses the ones from Snoke's throne room as well as the battle pack. So first off, you got this throne room one, which is all nice. That one is like, it uses a skirt piece, which looks really good. And you get that one version of the helmet, and then you also get the other version that comes in the Praetorian Guard battle pack. And I like the one like with the, I don't even know what to call it, but the hood over the helmet more. I think that looks better, but it looks really cool. And you also get the same one from before, but this one does come with like regular legs, so he can walk and fight, which is really neat. And they still didn't make, I believe, one of the versions of the Praetorian Guards, which is disappointing. So hopefully we'll get that someday. I don't know off the top of my head which one, but I know they're missing one for sure. But let's move into number 3. Now at number 3 we have Old Man Luke Skywalker. Now this is him in his Jedi appearance. I really like this. This came out back in 2018 in Luke Skywalker's hut. Somehow they made that, but they still haven't made his homestead from episode 4. But either way, this one's great. I love it. People were in... I remember the hype around us getting a Luke, because when it happened, like, we had to wait, like, 2 years to get an old version of Luke, because, we had to wait until Last Jedi came out, and, The Force Awakens and all that. It was just really disappointing. We didn't even get him in the first wave of Last Jedi sets, which was disappointing, but we did get him, and when we got him, I remember how excited I was to get a Luke Skywalker minifigure. Like, that was like one of these sets I had to have because it had Luke Skywalker and Porgs in it. But yeah, so he also comes with his mechanic hand, which is very dandy and I really like. And then, the robes are all nice, and then the cape is all fine, and I think they could have done better with the hair coloring. I feel like they should have done gray, but it still looks good nonetheless. Now let's move into another master. And whatever you thought of this character, you can all agree that the figure itself looks great. And this is Supreme Leader Snoke. He came in 2 sets. He came in the First Order Star Destroyer as well as the Snoke's, throne room set, obviously. I love, love, love the gold on this thing. The gold, I think that was just a great character design on the, movie team's part. But aside from that, I think it just looks great in Lego form. I think they could have made him a little taller because he was like a tall dude. I don't know how they do that, whether they had like pegs to the bottom of his feet or whatever. But they did nail it pretty well. I think the face print looks great. I think the blue eyes actually turned out pretty decently on here. I'm not a huge fan of doing the blue eyes with characters, but it turned out pretty nice. And yeah, that is Snoke. Now let's get into our honorable mentions. Now quickly for our honorable mentions, we have BB-9E. This is the black version of BB-8. Obviously, evil BB-8 is baller. You get Rose in her disguise. I thought they did a good job with this. I really like the way they did the hair mold. Built in with the hat. I just think the coloring all looks great with the dark blue. You also get Advent Calendar Luke, which I think was just a great figure, and I really, really like that they put this pretty much exclusive figure in an Advent calendar. So that makes me almost think that they were planning on doing another set. Because I feel like they would have used that in a Falcon or something. I don't even know what they'd use that for, but yeah, now let's move into number 1. Now at number 1, this one's going to be a shocking one, but I really love this figure, and it is Rey in her light bluish gray tie robe. Now without a doubt, this is the best appearance of Rey in the sequel trilogy. I really, really like this one. I know there's the pre-order Rey in the Battlefront community, because this is the exclusive one. I think the coloring looks great. I really love it. I don't even know what it is. The hair mold is obviously great. I remember using Qui-Gon Jinn before I could get this one. I think I traded it. I don't know if I have this one anymore, but it is a beautiful figure. It's really expensive now, but I really like it, and I really recommend if you have one, hold on to that tight, because it was really cool. But it came out back in the ATM6, and actually I think came out in 2 Lego sets. I think it also came out in the one with Snoke's throne room, but still cool nonetheless. And that about rounds up my top 10 The Last Jedi minifigures. Now if you guys enjoyed, please remember to check out that subscribe button and hit it, and as well as check out Studs Plus. It'll help me out a ton. I will see you all in the next one. Remember to peace out and stay awesome.